Hello, Lady Mercury here. Um, so I haven't made a video in a while, and I kind of wanted to start vlogging for kind of a long time, but it's really hard for me to find my own space to do that because I have two kids and I have my husband who also works. So the only time for me to do this is literally when my husband's at work and both kids are in bed. And that is kind of a rarity when both kids are sleeping and my husband's at work and I'd still have a little bit of time to make my videos. Time isn't always the issue though, sometimes it's the energy. We'll get into that another day. Today, I wanted to talk about all the lovely little plants that I've accumulated since I moved into my new apartment. So, which one should we start with? I suppose we should start with the first one that I got. So check this guy out. I'm going to reach over to my side and bring him into camera shot. He's sleeping. Oh, she's sleeping. This is the shamrock plant that I got at Whole Foods in Minneapolis. It's got all these beautiful flowers on it. I've had it since St. Patty's Day. I actually got it for my husband as a St. Patty's gift because I kind of thought it was kind of cute, and we just needed some plants. It wasn't really a gift for me, it was more of a gift for him so that he knew that I was thinking about him when I was out buying plants that day. Funny story, I prune these, I prune them like I'm weeding them, so like I actually go in there with my fingers and I'll like pull out the little dead pieces of leaf, kind of like little dead pieces of weeds. So like I also do that with the ones that are really long so that the shorter ones can get a little bit of sunlight too. And funny story, when I was pruning it, I actually ended up pulling out one of the bulbs on accident because I don't know if you know anything about these shamrock plants, but they actually grow in bulbs, so you do have to thin them every once in a while. Well, guess what? I actually ended up pulling out one of the bulbs, so I'm like, oh, whatever, I have this empty pot over here with soil in it. And I stuck the bulb in there, and now it's got a shamrock plant that's actually thriving really well. So I'm actually going to be giving this plant to my mother. Oops. Anyways. And so I really like the shamrock plants because, I mean, they're kind of like a dragon, or not a dragon, bleh. They're kind of like the Venus flytrap in that the leaves actually open up and close. But these leaves open up during the daylight to catch the sunlight and close up at nighttime so they can sleep, which is actually really neat. Moving on, here, I got Fiona, my little ogre ear plant. Look how cute she is. Now, like, if you've been following my Instagram, sinner_lady_Mercury, you'll see that I posted a picture on there maybe about a month ago about this one, trying to find some names, and Fiona was the one that got brought up. So this is Fiona. I still haven't painted her name on there yet, but I did just pick up some acrylic paints, so that is soon to come. You also get to watch me paint the pot. I just gotta get a tripod. So yeah, this is the ogre ear plant. She is a member of the jade tree family. She's thriving very well and actually going through some crazy morphing. Right there you can kind of see right here, she's growing some more leaves there. But this plant was only like this tall when I got her, So, like, she's doing amazing. I just keep saying how amazing my plants are because I thoroughly enjoy my plants. It's nighttime. It's very dark outside. Otherwise, I would also show you my rosemary plant, but she's outside on the balcony, and I don't want to bring her in and disturb her sleeping. I know I'm a little crazy, but I'll show you pictures of her later. What next? So the next couple ones I'm going to show you, I don't really know the names of them. Just a heads up, not sure what they're called. I got them from the succulent lady that I met on Facebook. I'll drop her information down in the description here with her Facebook seller page. She's a local plant seller in my area in Coon Rapids, Minnesota. And yeah, I got 10 of them for $20. I mean, that's kind of a steal. They're $2 a piece for these little tiny succulents. And they're amazing. I only have 9 of them today, though, because on my way home, there was this really nice guy with his kid, and my daughter was crying. So he was walking his dog with his kid, and my daughter wanted to pet the puppy, and I asked him, hey, can she pet your puppy? And he said yes, of course, because he's a nice guy, and I mean, he's got a beautiful dog. Like, I'm talking the most beautiful dog I have ever seen just out on a walk. It was a mutt. Beautiful mutt. Looked kind of like a tortoiseshell cat, but like a dog. Yeah, beautiful. So I ended up giving him one of the succulents. So I only have 9 of them, 9 out of 10. But I would give this lady a 10 out of 10 rating as a customer because this is the second time I bought succulents from her. Alright, so if you guys know any of the names of these succulents that I have no idea what they are, please comment what they are in the comment section down below the video. I would thoroughly appreciate it. So this one's called I'm Not Entirely Sure. And they originate in I don't know where because I'm not entirely sure. Funny. I made a funny. But yeah, look at how beautiful this one is. I've had this one in the past, and they're very hardy. What I like most about them is that the way these ones germinate is they actually grow little babies inside these little red notches here. So like the babies will grow right here. And then they fall down, like they just drop around the base of the plant. So this one actually needs a wider pot, which I do have a wider pot, and it is a shallower, wider pot. I think this one needs its roots trimmed too, because the roots are kind of getting out of control. So I'm probably going to have to do some root trimming as well in a little bit. But this is a beautiful specimen. I mean, wonderful. I'll be getting some potting soil and replanting them later, and you also get to watch me repot them, possibly. I'm not sure. You might only get to watch me repot 1 or 2 of them, but you get to see the beautiful pots that I put them in. Just kidding, they're ugly pots, but they're still something. Beautiful plant. I love it. Here's another one. I'm not entirely sure what this one's called, but it's still beautiful and I still love it. And this is also the second time I've had this one. The last one died on me because my roommate overwatered it when I lived with him. He sucks very much. No longer allowed anywhere near my family or my kids. Well, also my family and my kids and my pets no longer allowed near any of us. But yeah, I'm not entirely sure what this one is. So if you know what it's called, drop the name in the description, or not in the name, just that. If you know what this one's called, drop the name in the comments. It's a beautiful little succulent, and I love it so much. I love all of these succulents so much. Oh yes. Look at this one. Kind of looks like the last one. It's got a little baby growing in it. And the little baby is like super cute. Look at it. Look how tiny that little baby is. Little Little orange jelly beans growing out of the soil. Yeah, I'm slightly crazy. And I like this one because it kind of looks like fire. Now, if you water it too much, it loses that orange color and just turns green. So you kind of gotta leave the soil arid. I water these ones very sparingly. I use like a Tylenol dropper to water these. I don't water them very much at all. I literally just take a baby Tylenol dropper, fill it with water, distilled water, and water it.
But they're so beautiful.
I know what this one's called. Oof. So this is a pearl plant. I believe it's called Elvis pearls. I might be wrong. Not entirely sure, but like it doesn't exactly look like the pearls plant that I used to have. It's actually kind of morphed. Look at that. It's not round like the pearl plant that I had before. It's like oblong and stuff. So it might be a mutated variant of it. But it's like, look at it. It's like thriving. It's green. It's luscious. I'm excited to see this thing like fully evolve into its full potential. I love it. I especially like the fact that this time I got one that actually looks like it's thriving healthily. The last one I got looked like it was kind of dying. But that might have been because we overwatered it, not knowing what it was. Wow. I am really tired and I think everything is hilarious right now.
Okay.
Moving on to this guy. I don't know what it's called, but it reminds me of a dragon, kind of. Look at it. Can you see that there? Trying to hide behind this so my phone catches up all the details. Look at that. Look at those colors. It's so pretty. And there's another baby growing in there. Like a couple of the plants that she gave me have extra plants in them and they're like growing babies right off the bat. It's fabulous. I can't wait to repot them. And then we've also got this guy here. Again, if you know the names of any of these succulents that I'm not entirely sure what the heck I have, drop the name in the comments. I mean, look at how pretty this guy is. I would love to know what it's called. Oh, and it's got some like clipping of another plant in there, and I just left it in there to see if it grows anything. And if it does grow anything, well, then I guess I'm putting them in a pot together. Yeah, I like the stripes on this one. The stripes on this one are kind of what caught my eye this time around. And again, I am definitely going to be buying more succulents from this lady because these are fantastic. And I love to support my local growers and my local business ladies. Like myself, I'll be going into business soon and probably, hopefully, the cosmetology field. I mean, I haven't cut or trimmed any of this at all since I got pregnant. So it's like just been kind of ratty and stuff and I really need to cut it horribly. Enough about my hair though. We'll talk about that in the next video probably because I'll be telling you how my grant application went in my next video. Yeah, I did go to the Empire Beauty School walkthrough. I am actually pretty impressed, but I haven't really gone to any of the other beauty schools because the only other one I'm really interested in is Aveda. I don't know about Aveda, but we'll see about it. I might end up going to Aveda after a couple of years out of Empire. Okay, so here's one that actually got my interest a lot. So it kind of looks like grass, but it's yellow-ish. Like, it has a yellow aura. Look how beautiful this is. You guys, you see how highly this, like, vibrates in just the unnatural lighting? in the unnatural lighting, this plant is actually putting off its own light, kind of. I know how, like, crazy I sound, because I always sound crazy, because, come on, I'm Lady Mercury. Mercury's kind of crazy. We all saw how, my fellow Mercurian, Freddie, was. He just didn't give a shit. I don't either. But, check this out. Look at that. Look at that color. Beautiful color. I love it. I cannot wait to see how this looks when it gets bigger. I'm gonna try to supersize these plants. I'm gonna try to grow these plants until they're like this big and I have nowhere to put them. I'm probably gonna put them in window boxes and just put them like on shelves like around my windows, because like, look how beautiful they are. I'm just obsessed with plants and I love them, and they make me happy and they make me smile. And they make me so excited that I lean forward and cut my head off halfway through the video. Also, I just don't have a really good setup. Wow, I've been ranting a lot, but I rant. That's what I do. I get excited about things and I rant about beautiful plants. Okay, here's another one that I have. I have seen this one in people's houses a lot. I'm not entirely sure what this is. I think this one might actually grow flowers at some point, but I'm not sure. But look at it. If you know what this is called, please comment in the comments. I need to pull this dead leaf off of it at some point just to prune it up a little bit, but I wanted to give it some time to get used to my home. Look how beautiful this is. I did give them all just a small sip of water when I got them home. Just enough to let them acclimate to the new climate in my apartment. Look how beautiful that is. It really helps to have a really nice phone camera too. Like, I'm picking up a lot of details. For those of you who are curious what kind of phone camera I have a Samsung Galaxy S10e, so I do have one of the newer phones on the market, which I couldn't really afford, but we got it anyways because we both needed new phones and I needed something with a good camera so I could do my videos. But yeah, I love this plant, mainly because yes, it's got the stripes on it, just like that other one. It's got some contrast of color in it. It's got beautiful colors in it, actually. Also, I'm curious to see what this one turns into when it gets bigger. And if I can keep it alive. Ha ha ha. Alright. Here's one of my personal favorites that I just can't get enough of every time I buy succulents from this lady. If I see this particular plant in her bunch, I just have to. I have to get it. Look at it. And look how luscious this one is. Like, it's happy. It dances. Oh, I got the hiccups. Sorry. Ugh, feel gross. Look how beautiful this is. It's just overflowing the little tiny container. And she grows these in Dixie cups, but she drills holes in the bottom of them for drainage. So they're not just like sitting in there. They actually do have drainage. And like, she does a fantastic job with producing wonderful products. I mean plants. I mean products. I mean plants that just happen to be her product. Last year I ended up with like 30 of them. This year I only got 10, but I might get more from her in a couple weeks. But yeah, if you know what this one's called, put the name down below because I need to know what this is because I love it and it just stays alive for me so well. Like, I was able to clone like 20 of these last time and give them all away as gifts, including the parent. Well, that concludes my crazy plant rant. And then another thing, stay happy, stay healthy, and vibe high. I love you all.